Good morning. Thanks, Alex. All right, let me just get set up. Aha. Okay. Very good morning to everyone. Now, today, indeed, is a day we at the CFA Society of Malaysia have been eagerly waiting for, right? After two editions, 2 years of, clicking, tapping, muting, unmuting, zooming, teaming. I think you know what I mean, right? We are back in person, in the same room, but do keep your mask on, right? So, a very warm welcome to all to the 7th edition of our annual Career Day, right? First up, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation for our sponsors, who are instrumental in making this event possible. We have both long-term supporters as well as new organizations that came on board this year's edition. Our platinum sponsors, Sunway and ABMax. Our gold sponsors, Noesis and Wiley. Our silver sponsors, KPMG, Public Mutual, and Value West Ventures. This is, after all, a career event. So employers are a key stakeholder in all our career journey. My thanks and appreciation goes out to our employer partners, the Securities Commission of Malaysia, PNB, Deloitte, CIMB, Maybank, PwC, EY, and of course KPMG, Public Mutual, and Value West Ventures, who are also sponsors as mentioned earlier. If you have been following my LinkedIn in the last 1 month, I did ask the question, are you looking for a job? Or are you looking to embark on a journey, a path towards building a career? Now, if it's yes to the second question, then you're now in the right place. So, grab this opportunity, right? Grab the opportunity to speak directly to these employers' representative, right, at the other ballroom later on. There's a reason why they are our employer partners and have been accorded recognition under our employer recognition program. These are companies that place emphasis on nurturing talents within their organization, and each have supported their employees' journey in the CFA program in various ways. So besides employers, another key event partner of ours, Hayes, has been supportive of our Career Day all these years. So once again, I'd like to thank them for their participation this year. Be sure to stay back and sit in the afternoon for tips and tricks from a recruiter's standpoint with Hayes. And yes, this year we also have FPAM, or Financial Planning Association of Malaysia, as an event partner. Do also visit their booth to find out more about the financial planning profession. So, of course, this being organized by the CFA Society of Malaysia, right? Today you will hear a lot about the CFA program, especially from our next speaker. So I won't provide any spoilers. All I will say is that the CFA program is not easy because it leads to, well, I'm sure you can see that on screen. Right. You will also hear about this thing called ESG. So, what is ESG? Elon Musk sells green cars. Okay, oops, not this version, but the next speaker I'm sure will tell you which version that is. Which, by the way, I think a red car still looks better than a green car. So yes, you will get to know about this thing called the ESG Investing Cert, the latest program, latest qualification from CFA Institute. Now, any Star Wars fans here in the room? Okay, maybe it's my age, my generation. This is like old school heroes, right? Too bad. Of course, we do have 2 Jedi Masters in the room. Oh no, I'm just kidding. This is just on screen. But instead, we do have 35 very experienced career gurus from different segments of the finance and investment industry. But alas, if you haven't booked a slot with them, they are all already taken up. Right? I would like to take this opportunity to express a very big, heartfelt thanks to all these volunteers of the society for taking their time off on a Saturday to be here to give back and to share with the next generation. I'm sure these folks will have plenty of nuggets of wisdom to share. Well, if there's one thing we can all agree, it's that the last 2 years of the pandemic have accelerated the digitization of all industries, including the finance and investment industry. So this shift has brought a lot of benefits and flexibility, but also brings with it new dangers, threats, as you can see in the headlines on screen. Right? So we spend more and more time in front of our screens, and when in fact there are more and more dangers lurking on that LCD or LED screen in front of you. Right? So, in line with the theme of our event, Future-Proof Your Career, we have multiple forums lined up for you that are forward-looking. Right? So, of course, addressing the perils and threats of the digitized world, right? We will be having a conversation on cybersecurity. Then moving on to DeFi or decentralized finance. And of course, what are the skill sets you need to thrive in the jobs, in the career of the future, all to prepare for what is to come. Right? So, there's a lot to do to get prepped for the future career. But getting the CFA charter is definitely right up there as one of your top priority, if you ask me. Right? So to all of you, to all the participants who took time today to show up, I'd like to congratulate you for taking the initiative and effort to show up, well, to pave the way for your future. Right? The thing is, not everything can or should be digitized, which is why we were very eager to have an in-person physical event once again. We can have a digital virtual career fair, right? Central banks can continue to print virtual money, right? But I think central banks cannot print natural gas, right? In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, I think you just need to know about the energy crisis happening in Europe, right? So, to all the young people in the room, no, now that makes me sound old. I'm still young, huh? It's just that this group of folks are younger, much younger. To the graduating cohort of the CFA Society Malaysia Youth Ambassadors, you exemplify what is right about this society. We need more folks like you. Right? We need more folks like you, and we feel fortunate that the society have been able to provide a platform for your ideas, initiative, contribution, and of course the pure grit. Right? Just for your information, this year's Career Day, and in fact, it's the same for all the previous Career Day events. It was all made possible thanks to the hard work of all these youth ambassadors, or as we affectionately call them, the yappies. Right? And before I step off the stage, I would also like to congratulate and thank the organizing team for the Career Day event, led by Pek Ling and Evelyn and all the other board members and volunteers of the society. So, now let's get back to the future, shall we? The road ahead beckons. Thank you.